Aphoristic is adjective, expressed in the form of an aphorism, terse and pithy. In the form of an aphorism, a concise statement expressing a general truth or principle. Her writing style is very aphoristic, with each sentence containing a powerful and concise message. The speaker's delivery was aphoristic, leaving the audience with several memorable quotes and sayings. He had a talent for crafting aphoristic statements that were both witty and insightful. The book was filled with aphoristic observations about human nature and the human condition. The author's aphoristic prose was so powerful that it left a lasting impression on the reader. Diligent as adjective, careful, thorough, and persistent in carrying out tasks, showing hard work and attention to detail. She's a diligent student who always hands in her assignments on time. The diligent research of the scientists led to a major breakthrough. The team's diligent efforts to improve their product paid off with increased sales. He is known for his diligent work ethic and attention to detail. The diligent efforts of the firefighters helped to contain the blaze. Forthright as adjective, candid, honest and truthful, direct and straightforward in manner or speech. She gave a forthright answer to the interviewer's question. John's forthright approach to business has earned him the trust of his colleagues. The coach appreciated the player's forthright admission of his mistake. The CEO's forthright apology for the company's mistake helped to mitigate the damage. The author's forthright depiction of social issues in his novel earned him critical acclaim. Audacity is noun, boldness or daring, especially with confident or arrogant disregard for personal safety, conventional thought, or other restrictions. The young activist showed great audacity in challenging the authority of the government and demanding justice for the oppressed. The comedian's jokes were criticized for their audacity and offensiveness, but also praised for their sharp wit and social commentary. The lawyer's audacity in cross-examining the witness and exposing their lies led to a dramatic turn in the trial and the eventual acquittal of the defendant. The spy's audacity in infiltrating the enemy's headquarters and stealing valuable intelligence saved countless lives and helped turn the tide of the war. The explorer's audacity in venturing into the unknown regions of the world inspired many people to pursue their dreams and passions. Disinterested is adjective, impartial, neutral, and lacking personal bias or stake, not having a personal interest or investment in an outcome. The judge was completely disinterested in the outcome of the case. A good journalist should be disinterested and objective in their reporting. It's important for scientists to remain disinterested in their research to avoid any potential biases. The board of directors needs to be disinterested when making decisions that affect the company. I appreciate your disinterested advice on this matter. Infelicitous as adjective, inappropriate or awkward, unfortunate or unlucky. The infelicitous phrasing of his comments offended many people. The infelicitous design of the building made it difficult to use. Her infelicitous choice of words during the interview cost her the job. The infelicitous timing of the announcement angered many investors. The infelicitous weather ruined the outdoor event. Trite as adjective, hackneyed or cliched, overused and lacking in originality or freshness. His speech was trite and uninspiring. The movie's plot was trite and predictable. The song's lyrics were trite and cheesy. The advice he gave was trite and unhelpful. The jokes in the comedy were trite and cliched. Solecism as noun. A grammatical or linguistic error or mistake, especially in terms of word usage or sentence structure. An act or instance of violating accepted norms or etiquette, especially in social behavior or speech. Using ain't in formal writing is considered a solecism. Making a grammatical error in a job interview can be seen as a solecism. Her pronunciation of the word was a solecism that betrayed her foreign accent. The newspaper editor corrected the solecism in the reporter's article. The diplomat's solecism during the negotiation almost derailed the talks.
Inanity as noun. Absurdity or foolishness, especially as a result of being senseless or irrational. The state or condition of being insane or mentally unsound. The movie was criticized for its inanity, with many viewers finding it shallow and lacking substance. The book was panned by critics for its inanity, with many pointing out the lack of character development and poor writing. The speech was filled with inanity and failed to address any of the key issues. I couldn't stand the inanity of the conversation and had to excuse myself from the party. The article was dismissed as an inanity and received little attention.
Ingenuous as adjective. Naive or unsophisticated. Open, honest, and sincere in nature or behavior. The child's ingenuous smile and innocent demeanor won over the hearts of everyone in the room. He had an ingenuous face that made it difficult for people to tell when he was lying. The actress's ingenuous portrayal of the character was praised by critics and audiences alike. The salesman's ingenuous approach to selling the product was refreshing and effective. Her ingenuous remarks showed that she was not afraid to speak her mind, even in difficult situations. Enumerate as verb. To list or mention items one by one. To specify items in a list or series. She enumerated the steps required to complete the project. The report should enumerate the company's accomplishments over the past year. The teacher asked the students to enumerate the causes of the American Civil War. The survey was designed to enumerate the number of people living in the area. The sales report will enumerate the different products sold and their respective quantities. Fell as verb. To cause to fall or bring down to the ground. To defeat, overthrow. The lumberjacks were hired to fell the trees in the forest. The hurricane had felled many of the trees in the park. The boxer was felled by a powerful punch to the head. The controversial decision felled the candidate's chances of winning the election. The company was felled by a sudden drop in demand for their products. Euphoria as noun. A feeling or state of intense happiness, excitement, or delight, often characterized by a sense of well-being and extreme positivity. An overwhelming sense of elation or joy, often experienced intensely and temporarily. The team's victory brought a wave of euphoria among the fans. She experienced a moment of euphoria when she received the job offer. The discovery of the treasure brought euphoria to the archaeologists. The announcement of the award filled her with euphoria and pride. After weeks of hard work, the completion of the project was met with euphoria. Culpability as noun. Blame or guilt for a mistake or crime. Responsibility for a wrong or a fault. The court determined that the defendant's culpability in the crime was high, leading to a longer sentence. The investigation revealed evidence of the company's culpability in the environmental disaster, resulting in a large fine. The lawyer argued that her client had no culpability in the accident and should not be held responsible for damages. The committee discussed the culpability of various parties involved in the project's failure, trying to assign blame and learn from mistakes. The journalist's report exposed the culpability of government officials in the corruption scandal, leading to public outrage and demands for justice. Perturb as verb. To cause unease, anxiety, or disturbance in the mind or emotions of someone. To disturb or disrupt the normal state or condition of something or someone. The loud noise from the construction site perturbed the neighbors. The unexpected news of the company's bankruptcy greatly perturbed the employees. The strange behavior of the new employee perturbed the supervisor. The disturbing images in the horror movie perturbed the audience. The constant interruptions during the meeting perturbed the presenter. Impregnable as adjective. Incapable of being captured, penetrated, or entered by force. Strong enough to resist attack or penetration. The encryption system was impregnable, ensuring the security of sensitive information. The lawyer's argument was impregnable, leaving no room for doubt or objection. The athlete's defense was impregnable, preventing the opponent from scoring any points. The fortress was built on an impregnable hill, making it difficult for enemies to attack. The vaccine provided an impregnable shield against the disease, protecting people from infection. Snide as adjective. Expressed in a sneering or condescending tone. Sarcastic or mocking in an indirect or teasing manner. She made a snide remark about her colleague's outfit. He couldn't help but make a snide comment about the food. The manager's snide attitude towards his employees was discouraging. She gave me a snide look, implying that I had done something wrong. His snide sense of humor made some people uncomfortable. Censure is noun. Expression of strong disapproval or condemnation. Strong disapproval or criticism, especially by an official or governing body. The company's actions resulted in censure from industry regulators. The artist received censure from critics for their latest work. The journalist faced censure from their editor for publishing an inaccurate article. The athlete faced censure from their team for violating the league's code of conduct. The politician faced censure from his colleagues for his controversial remarks. Concomitant as adjective. Accompanying something as a consequence or an associated feature. Existing or occurring at the same time as something else. Anxiety is often a concomitant symptom of depression. The use of technology in the classroom has led to a concomitant decline in students' penmanship. The drug has several potential side effects, including concomitant drowsiness and dizziness. The company's expansion into new markets has had a concomitant increase in overhead costs. The environmental benefits of renewable energy sources have a concomitant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. Tender is noun. An offer to perform a service or provide something, often in response to a request or invitation. Legal currency that is no longer valid or has been withdrawn from circulation. He placed a tender on the construction project. The company submitted a tender for the government contract. The chef prepared a delicious beef tenderloin for dinner. The farmer auctioned off his cattle tender to the highest bidder. The company's tender offer was rejected by the shareholders. Ready to boost your English or ace the GRE? Meet the GRE Vocabulary app, a fun and effective way to master language. Learn advanced words with examples and audio. Master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Customize your practice by difficulty or focus. Translate into 100+ languages with ease. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.